The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Dallas Cowboys.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Dallas Cowboys. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Kansas City Chiefs and their Super Bowl winning quarterback, the MVP of the game, Patrick Mahomes. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions in that contest. I'll say this, when he threw the second interception and they were down 10, and that was a bad pass, I thought, boy, this is going to end ugly for Kansas City and Patrick Mahomes. Not the case.
It's amazing what he gets done given opportunities. And you're right, that second interception, the first interception was on him because he never saw the defender, Fred Warner. Throws it right into his breadbasket. The second one behind Tyreek Hill, it pops in the air, and Javarius Moore comes up with the interception. But he also had a rushing touchdown, all right? And he is now 5-0 this season. And his team's down double digits. So there's something about it. You leave it laying out there for him. This kid has a way of bringing his team back, and he did it again on the biggest stage. 24 years old, now the youngest ever to be a league MVP, 2018 season, and a Super Bowl MVP, 2019 season in the Super Bowl.
And he's 24. Wow.
Yeah, say that again.
Yeah, what have we done with our lives?
Yeah, I think he should retire. What is there left to do?
Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes now on first down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. 9 catches, 105 yards for Tyreek Hill in the Super Bowl. And he likely had the biggest play of the game, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. 44-yard catch on 3rd and 15. Usually you're trying to just find enough space to get over the sticks, right? Get a 16, 18-yard gain, which is difficult in and of itself. But 44 yards on 3rd and 15. San Francisco had contained him so well throughout the game because you know what it's like with Tyreek Hill. When he catches the ball, you better surround him or he'll break a big one. Finally does it at the key point, and that starts the comeback for Kansas City. Paved the way for the first of 3 KC touchdowns in the 4th quarter.
54, right there, 54, Mike.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. That's complete to Robinson.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams there to make the grab. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down,
and he fires one that's intercepted. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, 47 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Forbath, the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Prescott on first down. It's caught. Cooper. 19 yards that time for number 19.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Prescott on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run it with Elliott, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And again, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. On first down, Mahomes. 20. That one complete to Hill. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 33 yards that time. Now, that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a third to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. That is caught by Williams for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go.
Dallas takes over possession. It was a tough year in Big D. This was a team with Super Bowl aspirations in training camp. Got off to the 3-0 start. Got Zeke signed and in the fold, but then the wheels started to come off from that 3-0 record. 5-8 the rest of the way for an 8-8 finish. Not enough to win a down NFC East, and also not enough for Jason Garrett to keep his job. So now Mike McCarthy enters the fold.
And when you look back at this roster, and as you said, a team with Super Bowl aspirations, this is not a team that was overhyped, as is often the case with the Dallas Cowboys. That was a legitimate deal in my estimation, that that roster was good enough to contend.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Prescott now. Room to run past midfield. And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on the comebacker.
Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, kill.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
53, Mike.
4th down, Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's airing it out for Williams. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Mike, 55. Bravo! Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on offense. It's going to be a long day. Mike, 55.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Just go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's and he's going to go down again. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He'll return it from the 6. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Yellow. I'm on 80. 43. 43.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He finds Robinson. A good pickup there of 22.
Let's go.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
54, Mike. Check. Watch 54. Check back. Watch the safety creep. 49. Check 49.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check Mike. Check safety.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 38 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. Got his man there complete to Gallup. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. First down, Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 36 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Now Forbath for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. Back now in Arlington. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
54. Check. Watch 54.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
56. Check 56. Watch the screen. Go to 54.
Elliott running right. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
47.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll try again with Elliott. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Jim. Motion.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Cooper was the target there. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Robert Quinn in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Check.
They'll look to throw. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Back to throw. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember,
it's caught at the 10. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Check 26.
He's back to throw, escaping the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got the connection to Cooper. 30. Past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number's...
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Now after here's Butker on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Here's Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And all the way down to the 26. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. Now Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.